Please rise for the singing of our national anthem. You may be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Michael Hannon, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Edinburgh University. Welcome to our spring graduate student announcement. Before we begin, I would like to extend special thanks to our musicians, the Edinburgh Pipe and Drums, and to Jennifer Burdick, who led the national anthem. Please join me in thanking these musicians for sharing their talents. We've assembled today to recognize the completion of graduate academic degrees by our students. Our graduates are the future of our nation. They will be the artists, the educators, and the healthcare and helping professionals who will make our world more beautiful, who will guide our children, and who will heal those in need in our society. That journey begins today. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to celebrate their hard work and accomplishments, and I congratulate all of today's graduates on reaching a significant milestone in their educational and personal journeys. Let's celebrate the gift of knowledge gained by each of our graduates. At Edinburgh, we have always highly valued student success and academic excellence. Indeed, students are at the center of everything we do. This university is also proud to be served by an outstanding faculty, committed to promoting student learning, scholarship, and service. Engagement between faculty members and students, whether it takes place in the traditional classroom or outside, is the heart and soul of Edinburgh University. Leading the academic procession and representing his faculty colleagues, carrying the ceremonial mace is Dr. Douglas Puharich of the Mathematics and Computer Science Department. I would like to ask Dr. Puharich to stand at this time. As a professor in mathematics and computer science, Dr. Puharich's role as mace bearer for the graduate student commencement is symbolic of the central role that faculty play in the academic and personal development of all of Edinboro students. Dr. Buharic plays a central role in our mathematics remediation program at Edinboro, provides leadership on our university curriculum committee, and is president of our university senate. Please join me again in acknowledging Dr. Douglas Buharic. I would now like to introduce some special guests at today's ceremony, and I ask that they stand and remain standing until all are introduced. Please hold your applause until all are standing. From our Edinboro University Council of Trustees, Trustee Kathy Pape. Our University President, Dr. Julie Woolman. From our academic leadership, Dr. Alan Beal, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research and Interim Dean of the School of Education. Dr. Scott Miller, Acting Dean of the School of Business. Dr. Nathan Ritchie, Dean of the College of Science and Health Professions. Also participating in our ceremony today are members of the President's Executive Council. They are Dr. Kahan Sablo, Vice President for Student Affairs, Tina Menjin, Vice President for University Advancement, Lori Gardia, Interim Vice President for Finance and Administration, and Dr. Donald Dillmore, Associate Vice President for University Libraries. Thank you. Presiding over today's commencement exercises is Edinboro University's 17th President, Julie E. Woolman. President Woolman does not like long introductions, and so I ask that you read her brief biography, which may be found in your program. Please join me in welcoming President Julie Woolman.
Thank you. It's wonderful to see this place packed with families and friends here to celebrate today. Thank you for joining us, all of you, as we celebrate the academic success of 189 of our Edinboro University graduate students. Welcome to Trustee Pape, Dr. Buharic, Dr. Hannon, student speaker Laurie Lawrence, deans, program heads, and other participants in our ceremony. Thank you for your contributions. It's my special pleasure to also greet our degree recipients, their families, and others who have supported them through the rigors of graduate studies. With perseverance and commitment, you have covered a great distance together. I'm privileged to join you at this special moment in your pursuit of lifelong learning. The achievements that we celebrate here will serve you, your professions, and society for years to come. Congratulations, graduates, for choosing Edinboro University in your pursuit of excellence and success. Although many of our graduate students now complete their degrees online, all of you have enriched the academic life of our university through your research, your coursework, and the many ways you have interacted with other students, faculty, and staff. Your excellence, your curiosity, your responsibility, and integrity embody Edinboro University's values. Your success fulfills its mission, and your future accomplishments will enhance its reputation. Therefore, it will be with deep appreciation and an abundance of good wishes that I confer your degrees today. Well done. Thank you.
Kathy Pape, a member of the Edinboro University Council of Trustees, will now offer greetings on behalf of the Council. Please join me in a warm welcome for Trustee Pape.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Edinboro University Council of Trustees, please accept our sincerest congratulations on completing the coursework and attaining your graduate degrees. I'd also like to acknowledge your families, your children, your parents, your spouses, and sometimes probably your grandparents who sacrificed so that you could be here today. You put a significant investment into these degrees, time, talent, some cash as well, and that investment will pay dividends, and those dividends will compound over the years after you leave Edinboro. But be aware and be secure in your knowledge that you're now part of the family of Edinboro alumni, and you're now a Fighting Scot. So congratulations and welcome.
Thank you, Kathy. The student address will be delivered by Lori Lawrence, who is graduating with a Master of Arts degree in Communication Studies. Lori, will you please stand? Lori Lawrence has served as a graduate assistant for the Community Outreach Center at Edinboro University. In addition to her master's, she also completed the university's Graduate Studies Certificate in Conflict Management and is a member of the Graduate Honor Society, Alpha Lambda Epsilon. Her undergraduate degree in Advertising and Public Relations was completed at Texas Christian University, where she also studied abroad at Oxford University. Her focus on research is in human trafficking, and she hopes to increase awareness of this global epidemic. For 2 years, she has been invited to attend the United Nations and the University of Nebraska's Interdisciplinary Conference on Human Trafficking. During her time in Erie, she has served as an active volunteer for the flagship Niagara League, coordinating events that include Tall Ship Erie 2010, the Mariners Ball in 2011, and the Christmas Tree Ship in 2012. She also serves as a volunteer and professional crew member aboard the ship. Somehow she also finished her degree. I'm not sure if that will work out. Ms. Lawrence has recently been accepted into a PhD program in Communication and Media Instructional Technology at Indiana University of Pennsylvania, where she was awarded a full-time graduate assistantship to assist with her doctoral studies. Please welcome Ms. Lori Lawrence.
Dr. Woolman, trustees, administration, faculty, staff, students, and guests, welcome. I stand here before you today, a high school dropout, who is now receiving a master's degree in communication studies from Edinboro University. How did I bridge such an enormous gap? In high school, I started my freshman year in honors classes, but by my sophomore year, I had dropped to a level lower because spending time with friends is what was important, and school seemed insignificant. Do you remember what was important back in high school? By my junior year, I was hardly attending, and you get the picture. I finally dropped out. I moved to Florida, I did obtain my GED, and shortly after I became pregnant. This was at a time when many of my former classmates and possibly some of my fellow graduates here today were starting colleges. I, at that time, was living with the consequences of a different choice. And that was a turning point for me. I realized that somebody else was dependent upon me, and that making a solid future for my child was now what was important. So I walked into a community college one afternoon in 1992 thinking maybe I'd take a class or two to help me get ahead. I walked out with a full schedule of classes starting that night, and I didn't ever look back. I made the dean's list, the president's list. I was invited to participate in faculty-selected classes, honors fraternities, and given a scholarship to continue for my 4-year degree. I also was given that distinct privilege of studying at Oxford University in England one summer. I'm very proud to say that I did all of that in 3 years while working part-time and being a full-time mother. Achievements had now become important to me. Do you remember what was important to you during your undergraduate years? After graduation, I was ready to put my degree to work, and I've held some amazing professional positions over the years. About 12 years ago, I moved to Erie, Pennsylvania, where I owned and operated a popular bed and breakfast. Success had become important to me, but there was something missing. There was still the potential to do something greater with my life. So similar to walking into that community college many years ago, I walked into a graduate open house here at Edinburgh University, and now I walk across this stage with you. But as Dr. Hannon said, it doesn't end there. I have been invited to attend Indiana University of Pennsylvania with a full graduate assistantship so I can continue my education and obtain my PhD. I hope to research and increase awareness of human trafficking. This global epidemic has been the topic of my thesis, and this is now what is important to me. What is important to you now? It was through a journey of self-discovery that I determined what was important to me, but what is important to you? Is it to make a better life for your family? Maybe to take on a challenge? Or maybe it's to continue on with your education like me? It was through the journey of self-discovery that I determined what was important to me. I realized that no one was going to attain greatness for me, and no one was going to hand me my potential. But I'm not the only one to face challenges, overcome adversity, and fulfill my potential. Every colleague on this stage has done just that. Through hard work, determination, a lack of sleep, and at least in my case, a few gray hairs, we have achieved something more than a higher degree. We have achieved a higher expectation. How do we meet those expectations? It's not through the theories, philosophies, and principles in our chosen concentrations, but we meet those expectations with the confidence we have obtained in recognizing and pursuing our potential. We need to savor this moment. We need to reflect on this shared experience with faculty mentors, family, and friends that supported us through this journey. We need to hold our heads high and savor the greatness we have achieved today. Congratulations, class of 2014. I am privileged to stand among you.
Thank you, Lori. We have now come to the heart of our ceremony, the awarding of degrees. Will the candidates for graduate degrees please rise? At the undergraduate ceremony, nobody rose when I said to please rise. The graduate level, they've got it down now pretty well. President Woolman, it is now my pleasure to present to you the candidates for the academic degrees to be awarded this afternoon.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education and the Council of Trustees at this university, I hereby confer upon you the degrees to which you are entitled with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. In testimony whereof, I present you a diploma with the seal of the Commonwealth and authorized signatures affixed. You may be seated. Representing their colleagues and serving as faculty marshals today are Dr. Melissa Gibson from the Communication and Media Studies Department and Dr. Roy Shin of the Speech, Language, and Hearing Department. Drs. Gibson and Shin, would you please join me on stage? Gibson will assist me today. Their role in the distribution of diplomas symbolizes the contributions of the faculty to the achievements of our students. The role of academic and graduate deans in the commencement ceremony symbolizes each individual's lifelong commitment to higher education and their never-ending pursuit of student success and excellence. Therefore, assisting me today with the conferral of degrees are Dr. Alan Beal, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research and Interim Dean of the School of Education, Dr. Scott Miller, Acting Dean of the School of Business, standing in for Dr. Steve Combs, Dean of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Dr. Nathan Ritchie, Dean of the College of Science and Health Professions, and Dr. Aaron Lake, Assistant Dean, School of Graduate Studies and School of Education.
Would Dr. Edward Snyder, Program Head for the Educational Specialist and School Psychology Graduate Program, and those students receiving the Educational Specialist degree, please stand and prepare to be voted. Dr. Edward Snyder, Program Head. Brooke Ashley Hatcher, Outstanding Student, School Psychology. Ashley Heather Holmes. Amber Lynn Hotchkiss. Eden Lockhart. Holly A. Malinowski. Kaylee Ann Steiger-Walt. Carla Ann Varney. Carly Renee Werke.
Art Education, Developing Board Program. Jeremy David McDonald. Communication Studies, Andrew R. Smith Program. Mark Wilson.
Okay, son.
Christopher Brian Lantinen, Outstanding Student, Communication and Media Studies. Lori Ann Lawrence. Brett Susanna Booker. Tiffany Alana Petrosini. Mansoor Mohammed Ali Suleiman. Nicole Chanel Works. Yamya E.
Dr. Adrian Dixon, Program and Counselor. Christine M. Oliver. Pamela Jean Bow. Erin Elizabeth Faust, Outstanding Student Counselor. Emily Marie Franco, Outstanding Student Counselor. Adam Anthony Glass, Outstanding Student Counselor. Fred James Hodges Jr. Emily Valera Gardner, Outstanding Student Counselor. Megan Victoria Meter. Jessica and Deneen. Bridget Kathleen O'Neill. Jeannie Lee Rennie. Addie Louise Trubis. Angelica Faith Walker.
There you go! Woo!
Eden Terrell Williams. Kayla Marie Withers.
Social Sciences, Dr. Lauren Spiller, Program Head. Stacy Dawn Turner. Introducing Dr. Roy Shin, Program Head, Speech Language Pathology. Emily Diane Bilski. Lisa Marie Sifrelak. Stephen Joel Chrisman. Elizabeth Janine Follert. Alexandra Lee Flanick. Casey Rose Grimm. Chantal Brienne Haas. Kim C. Hildebrand. Kamalpreet Ken. Kimberly J. Kerstetter, outstanding student, speech language pathology. Caitlin Christine Lawrence. Jacqueline Diana Lorraine. Brandy Lynn Palmer. Romaine Regal. Alexis Mercedes Rennie. Carly Lauren Slaughter. Taylor Kayleen Stanley. Kelly Elizabeth Watkins. Jacqueline Murphy Weber.
Dr. Rory Walkovich, Program Head, Early Childhood and Elementary Education. Mary Lou Jensen. Jenna Marie Orbison. Crystal A. Prespolinski. Jacqueline Irene Anna. Megan Ashley O'Brien. Emily Catherine O'Neill, outstanding student, elementary education. Amanda May Pegler. Virginia Elizabeth Rendulic. Dr. Andrew Pushchak, Program Head, Educational Leadership. Renee Barbara Ann Brown.
Hey, Dee.
Hi, Renee.
There you go, Mom. Get in the car.
Matthew Richard Galabrese, Outstanding Student, Educational Leadership. Brian David Garkar. Terry Lynn Key. Timothy F. Shea. Dr. Edward Snyder, Program Head, Educational Psychology. Stephanie A. Ketchum, Outstanding Student, Educational Psychology. Catherine Josephine Domville. Brittany Marie Kaltenbach. Leah Megan McCluskey. Peter E. Ostrander. Susan M. Resling. Erin Marie Wall. Sarah Catherine Weschler. Dr. Whitney Wesley, standing in for Dr. Heather Lee Marin. Graduate program is middle and secondary education. Leah Boots. Christopher E. Faust. Michelle R. Staley. Kyle Scott McQueenie. Heather Michelle Moore. Katie Elizabeth Weed. Dr. Heather Kenny, standing in for Dr. Kristen Weber, graduate program is reading. Amanda Elizabeth Barco. Brittany Janae Bush. Kendall Lynn Garjeski. Afton Nicole Hinsdale. Jeffrey Allen Hodgson Jr., outstanding student, reading. Molly G. Kegerais. Kylie Renee Krause. Carolina Elizabeth Lonsack. Jalen Marie Leslie. Cheryl Elizabeth Schoeffel. Frank Scott Scutella. Janelle Christine Patai. Min Ann Young. Dr. Juanita Casper, Graduate Program Head, Special Education. Danica R. Hammond. Hughes Priva. Jessica Ann Laflamme. Brittany Marie Messina. Callie Jo Moffett. Jessica Marie Radcliffe. Heather Lynn Gray. Jamie Lee Snyder. Mallory Lauren Souleret, outstanding student, special education.
Introducing the program head, biology, Dr. Matthew Foradori. Holly Marie Hopkins. Derek J. Coleman. Leanna Odette Medina, outstanding student, biology. Introducing the program head from nursing, Dr. Amy McClune. Leah May Arlington. Cheryl Ann Burton. Erin Michelle Lundeen. Casey L. Palmer. Wendy Brick Robinson. April Dawn Sweeney. Allison Hayner Tosk, Outstanding Student, Family Nurse Practitioner Consortium. Introducing the program head of social work, Dr. Elaine Rinfret. James Michael Baldwin. Anjanette Lee Gray. Rachel M. Hornberger. Abigail Lynn McCumber. And last but not least, Tammy Louise Sullivan.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. Now, I will ask the graduate program heads and graduate faculty of the university to please stand. Will the class of 2014, in your new role as alumni of the university, and all those who are present here today, please join me in acknowledging the contributions of our distinguished faculty in preparing our students to meet the challenges and opportunities of the future. Thank you. Please be seated. Now, let me ask the class of 2014 and the faculty and staff to join me in recognizing the support of the parents, the spouses, the family members, and friends who helped make possible the achievements acknowledged here today.
It's been such a long time since we had an opportunity to speak. And fortunately, we're almost halfway through the program. Only one page left. Should be good. Several acknowledgments are in order before we conclude the program. We would like to thank the University Commencement Committee, whose names are listed at the end of the program. We also acknowledge the assistance of our interpreter, James Beavers. We express special appreciation to our pipers and drummers, the Highland Ambassadors, the ROTC Cadet Corps, university employees, and student volunteers who assisted with today's events. Congratulations and best wishes to our graduates, and thank you for all being with us today. We will have light refreshments in the rehearsal hall, which is directly behind this building. And those students with outstanding student honors will be picking up their certificates at this reception. Parents and guests may meet your students at the reception or outside of this building, and you may reach the reception by going around either side of this building and to the back. For now, please remain seated for our ceremony recession. Thank you.